Look,
Sailor about the fucking
I had busted the package down, yeah, I'm tryna flip it off. Sat up in that trap for a week tryna get it off.
It's your
had
host,
the weed, but
Rosina, and welcome back to another episode of Artists on the Fly. We are here this week with Anthony Radcliff. Welcome to the stage. Tell us where you're from.
Well, I was born in Evansville, Indiana, which is like 6 hours south of here,
And what brought you over to Chicago, and when was that?
playing college football. In 2007, I was brought here to North Park University in the Albany Park neighborhood.
When did your career, I guess music career, really begin for you?
Like my father, he was like a chef and like a bunch of stuff by trade, but he was also like a writer and poet. I can remember being like 11, 12 years old, like we had lost a place, like a house, and then like me and like three of my siblings, like we ended up moving in with my uncle, but my dad would always make me write poetry or just like words. Like he would just give me notebooks and have me write, Anthony write, like after homework or whatever, That's when I really got into writing and structuring rhythm and rhymes and words and whatnot. I didn't really pick up like a microphone until I was like maybe 21, like 21, 22 years old, like actually recording. Like I went and bought a condenser USB microphone, and I had a program software, put it on a computer, and I just started recording myself in a prayer room at my college.
How did your writing poetry and just writing your feelings go from that free writing style to a structured, even like purposeful for songs?
I remember like actually freestyling in a living room of one of my apartments whenever I lived when I was at school. I had a friend. He was who was on the football team as well. He's from New Jersey. You know, I guess it's an East Coast thing. They like to rap and like they're talking. And my roommate was from D.C., so they're a bunch of East Coasters. So like they like was into real hip hop. And then we were just, of course, drinking and meddling around with music. And then like I start to just express, and I go for like a good 10, 15 minutes without like really faulting. And then I realize like, oh, like I could actually do this. And like the main thing that I knew off the rip was like I knew my voice was for it. I knew that my sound was for it. It's just like when I first got here, my diction was a little slower, but being in Chicago over the years, it kind of made me like think quicker and just not be so like I don't know, like you really can't relax here like the way you you naturally should be able to.
Who inspires you musically in terms of your songwriting? Who do you look for? What kind of artists do you listen to?
And my father was musically inclined too. He played bass guitar, and my uncle was a drummer. It's just like it's been there, like as far as like hip hop or any music genre. Like I could go to like the Fugees, like the score, like Lauryn Hill, like the way she rhymes. Most of the artists that I listen to are like deceased, like people like Stack Bundles, who is from Far Rockaway, Queens, or like he's a real dope artist. Like he had a 101 on delivery, But like Nipsey Hussle is a good artist to like really listen to and like break down and dissect and learn, because you could tell like with his music, he like really talks about his life, and like his life is similar to a lot of people that don't have a lot of things. And of course, when you see people come from like certain elements, attain like a certain level in society, getting exposed to something larger, but still being yourself is okay. You should accept that. So I like what he does. The music that we make, the producers I work with, like Gridlock Andy, Rhymester, Frequency, myself, like I got into engineering. I went from not knowing what to do to engineering myself, like working with a bunch of engineers. It's tough, but like it's like there's the boat, you're in the middle of the ocean, you're either gonna drive it or you're gonna sit in the back and ride, and you just gotta take initiative.
How would you say that you would describe your music to others?
Bold, definitely on I would say it's bold, like expressive, and like to the point for sure. Like, and then there's definitely like when you hear or like if you listen to what I say rather than like to how it's said, it makes people like actually think a little bit more. Like it's challenging, you know, like it's a lot to grasp for some people, you know. Others, they kind of take it naturally. So, but that's the whole point of being an artist. Like if you can come on a stage and put yourself out there, like people that do the art form for like the art itself, like they don't get on the stage to just get off and get money and leave. Like you actually get on stage to get off stage and be approached by people that are affected in some way by your music. And that's what drives us, like the lifers, if you will, like into music.
Wise is the one who keeps his word with an attitude. 2017, man, I'm already mad at you. Gassing all these little niggas up, they just rapper food, old rap snack niggas. This can be a clap at you no matter
what your personal experiences are. How do you try to communicate that through your music?
Just being able to even walk in the door and come in and do this, that's how, or that's why. Because like some people they can't see past what they see. It ruffles feathers at this level, but I could imagine like me getting to a certain point and just my appearance, or people like, what is it, like just the dissecting of the artist. Like that's what happens when you ascend. They like practically bit by bit extract you. So like if you understand that, there's like, it makes it that much easier to like cope, or like have like what they say, be able to take things with a grain of salt. Like if you've performed over hundreds or thousands of times, like some of us, you know, like, and then it's just like you'll get people in the crowd that do not like your music, but that doesn't mean you have to stop. For one, like some people just don't want to see you win, and you got to be able to win and understand that people are going to think that way about you. You can't just let them see you sweat.
How do you find that you've developed the most, and what have been your challenges along the way?
Nothing musically, it's more life. And the fact that I learned all of the things that I'm learning, because there's no end point to learn nothing. When you are all the way back in a corner and like you're moving like me, I've been here since 2007. I don't have a relative with an address in this vicinity, you know? So it's just like when you're here, like you're forced to do things alone. And like naturally coming from the habitat I do come from, like, and like I lost a father when I was 17 years old, you know? And then like my mother was more like wanting to be 19, and I got like several siblings, you know? It's just, I've never had, it's always serious. I take everything serious. Like if somebody wants me to be somewhere, I try to be punctual. I'm always on time. I'll be the artist on time to the show, like all the time. Like the effort it's always maximum whenever there's nothing there. Like you put so much effort into something, but you get tired of losing so much that you ain't got no choice but to soak up like what you need to soak up.
How would you say, what do you want to achieve with your music?
Just for it to be heard, that's the achievement right there, because all of the wisdom is in the music. I want to have a product to retain. Like I want people to have a vinyl or a CD or like an iTunes, whatever, like any like account with a song that they would frequently listen to. You got to be able to touch things that people don't want to touch. That's big for me as well. Like, and that's how you just stay individualized. By not trying to like follow a path rather than to trailblaze like your own path.
What would you say in your whole career in music, what can you think of as one of your purest, happiest moments?
Going to Columbus, Ohio, like last summer or 2 summers ago, didn't have nothing, you know, like I had a backpack full of merchandise, t-shirts and CDs and stickers, and I just jumped on a mega bus, and me and my homies, we just bought a ticket there, and we're like, you know what, that's it. If we can't get back, I mean, y'all shouldn't be doing music, you know? Like, so we did our thing, and we ended up selling all of our merchandise, and people were just like buying like CDs for $20. It was just random. Like they're just buying CDs for $20, buying shirts for $30, and like it was just crazy. And then somebody from the actual venue, they came up to us and they paid us a percentage of the bar. Like I didn't even know that. We didn't know that was gonna happen. So, and then like everything panned out. It was just like people were like, support was instantly there.
We want to thank you so much for coming to our stage.
It's the way that it go.